everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief on this Thursday. Distinguished former member of the Legislative Assembly, now Parliament, Mr. Benson Ebanks, has been lying in state from early Thursday morning. There was a ceremonial draping of the closed casket, and hundreds of people paid their respects to Mr. Benson, as he was fondly called, throughout the day. A procession to West Bay took place in the afternoon. The official funeral for Mr. Benson will take place on Friday, the 8th of April, from 3 p.m. Mr. Benson was known as the proud father of the Cayman protection law enacted back in March of 1972, and many other accomplishments, including the establishment of the Sunrise Adult Learning Center, and of course, much more. Now, you can watch the funeral service for Mr. Benson Ebanks online on the Cayman Islands government YouTube channel or on the CIG television local cable channel. Well, earlier this week, a group of vocal young people met with and outlined their concerns and solutions to problems facing their generation to members of Parliament and senior civil servants. Chad Powell of Northside talked about the impact of development on the environment and the dim outlook for younger generations owning property and homes.
1. A raise on waivable stamp duty for first-time Caymanian buyers. It's been a while since this increase in inflation, well, it's inflating. 2. Lowering of import duty on construction materials for Caymanian developers, as this is a large reason that the cost of houses are so high, is that building a house is so expensive as well. 3. A rebate program for homes that are sold at an affordable cost. This will be an incentive for developers to build more affordable homes that more young people can buy and afford. And 4. This one came from one of my fellow members of Youth Parliament, Hannah Bodden, don't know if you're watching, but a change to the PR point system so that points cannot be earned from buying land, but rather as other investments into the island, such as charities or even donating directly to government. And lastly, I want to see more sustainable development in the eastern districts.
Again, the student presenters addressed education, health, the environment, and economics and provided solution-based ideas to members of Parliament for consideration. We invite you to join us on News Brief Friday as we continue to hear from the youth ambassadors from multiple organizations in the Cayman Islands. Well, Brac residents recently met with police on the sister island to discuss the issues they're concerned about and how police can help them.
We had a fairly good turnout, a good cross-section of the community, which I'd hoped for, so I could get a really good early idea of some of the issues that the community are facing here, particularly in Cayman Brac.
Chief Inspector Kay says his time on Cayman Brac has been productive thus far, and he's excited about working with residents on the Brac and Little Cayman. Well, 19-year-old Aaron Jarvis put the Cayman Islands firmly on the international golfing map back in January, winning the Latin America Amateur Championships. Now the young Caymanian golfer is making his mark at the Masters this week. You can follow Aaron's Masters journey online at masters.com. Mr. Jarvis has received support from various government ministries and Cayman Islands residents since his big win in the Dominican Republic. Aaron was one of the youngest members of the Cayman Islands national golf team who won the Caribbean Amateur Championships back in 2018, held right here in the Cayman Islands. He's Cayman's first ever player to represent his islands at the Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia. He's also qualified for the Open at St. Andrews and the U.S. Amateur as a result of his January win. We wish him all the best. Turning to our weather outlook now, the forecast for this Thursday calls for mainly fair skies tonight with a 20% chance of showers. The two-day outlook is for light to moderate northerly winds and seas from the Friday evening as a cold front moves over the extreme northwest Caribbean. Turning now to the synopsis, we can expect moderate southeasterly winds and seas, which will continue across our area tonight with a decrease in winds and seas from tomorrow morning as the ridge of high pressure weakens and moves over the Bahamas. A reminder, for the latest unexpected local weather conditions, you can go online to weather.gov.ky. And that's it for today's News Brief. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a safe and wonderful night, and inviting you back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.